Acting.
Hi, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Tiana.
We're two working actors. We happen to be women.
We happen to be Black. Sometimes that matters.
And sometimes it doesn't. Either way,
we're here to talk about all things acting, from personal experiences
to the industry itself, and of course our love of the craft.
So join us as we chat with each other, as well as the occasional acting friend, as we talk about all things
acting.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
It's another episode, another day.
Yes. We're here. We're recording during the daylight.
I was going to say, you might notice there's some extra light behind us.
Very different. Yeah. And my bootleg wall that has 5 things on it.
It looks so, it's really fun. Give yourself more credit. It's really fun.
I'll put some more stuff up, but yeah.
You should put your playbills, like your
yeah
that you've done. Yeah,
I have. Cool. Yeah, you know what's so funny? Ever since Chris said about this one, he asked me if that was my mugshot. I can't look at it the same. That's not my mugshot. To be clear.
Why would he say that?
That was my first bootleg headshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have something to submit. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we all look a little mugshotty sometimes, and you know what? It makes me think of Mugshot Bay, the guy who became like a high fashion model.
Hilarious, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs a good mugshot.
Whatever. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Weekly check-ins. How are we feeling? How are we doing? What's the vibe?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good.
Good.
I think it's because daylight savings is coming up soon. And that's like my favorite time of the year. Like I'm so ready to see the sunlight past 5 o'clock. I was like, why do I feel better?
It is literally that easy of just like noticing, like when I work from home, I started noticing that I don't have to turn on the kitchen light at 4 o'clock anymore. Yeah. And now I'm trying to like push it and I'm like, how late can I let it get before I have to? It's so fun. I love it.
Yeah.
And then today the weather is beautiful. Mind you, we're about to get snow. Don't know how that's going to work. But as of right now,
I'm so over it, honestly. Like, it's so ridiculous.
We just started seeing the ground again.
I was just about to say, there's still mountains of snow around, but like
aren't going anywhere.
It finally got like the ice is gone now. Whatever.
My trash can, it was like sequestered. Like I had shoveling. That's where I had to put the snow.
Yeah.
So like it was locked in, so we couldn't put our trash down. Luckily, it's just me and my mom, so we don't have a lot of trash. But
it's not bad, yeah.
But now I'm like, finally, I can put the trash out.
Yeah, you know? Not for long.
Well, and tomorrow's trash day, so maybe I just shot myself in the foot. Maybe I just spoke way too soon.
You know,
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
It's winter's almost over, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
It's been a hard one.
Yeah, it's been really like weirdly intense the last month or so. 2 months probably, actually. What month is it? February? Yeah.
And we're already almost in March. How are we 2 months into the new year? Actually, I don't even want to think about that anymore. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. We're almost there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fun stuff.
About today? Your play. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like running on 3 hours of sleep, guys. So just
honestly, I kind of want to hear about Wuthering Heights, though.
You want to hear about Wuthering Heights? Okay.
I kind of like. I'm like waiting to hear like what your review is.
So I just got back from my second viewing today, and I'm just gonna say Wuthering Heights is so good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you why it's bad. I loved that movie. It was so fucking good. It's phenomenal. The acting,
really,
the story. So the thing is, and what I've never read the book, so I have no frame of reference. So going in, I was ready to appreciate whatever she was going to give us.
Yes.
But the analyses that I've been seeing, a lot of people pointed out that the title of the movie is in quotation marks.
Yeah.
It was never meant to be a true adaptation of the novel.
Yeah.
And I saw a theory that said, because I know in the book it's supposed to be 2 parts, and there's a set of characters in the first part and a different set of characters in the second part. And I saw someone theorize that the director Emerald, I can't remember her last name, but they essentially combined those characters because they're not like Heathcliff and Kathy, they're not as cruel as they are in the first part of the book. Like they have cruel tendencies, but they're not as like bad people. So someone's pointed out like a lot of their character traits and physical traits actually come from the descriptions of the people in the second part of Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
So I personally loved it. I thought it was really good. And I think they also did a bit of a red herring with the trailers. Like they marketed it as like the super sex focused film, like it was going to focus solely on their physical relationship. And like, don't get me wrong, there is like absolutely great sexual tension, like some of the best I've seen of the 2020s. Just because like she really leaned into like the eroticism, but there's no nudity. There's no nudity. There's no like actual vulgar action taking place. Like, what was I watching? I was watching something, and this man was literally sucking on a woman's tit, like in the movie. Like we were watching that, and like Wuthering Heights had none of that. It was like it was very tastefully done, while still being very hot, in my opinion. So I think a lot of people when they heard the casting, they heard who was directing it, and they heard and they saw the trailer. I think they kind of jumped the gun and they were like, why did she do this to this classic story? But I don't think she ever went into it expecting to hold up to the classic story. She made it a different story.
Okay. That's
I
fair.
loved it. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to watch it again. I can't wait until I was literally sitting in the theater and I'm like, I can't wait until I can watch this at home. Yeah.
Wait. You just froze on my end, so I'm guessing I froze on your end.
We did a little bit. Guys, we're gonna try and get through this. If we have to cut this short, you'll know why. We're gonna really hope the Wi-Fi holds up. Yeah.
This is so annoying. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's good to know though, because I follow a lot of book people, and the reviews were what you were describing, that it wasn't
And
what the
that's
vibe, the tone,
yes.
like everything kind of changed, which is a very interesting conversation that I like to have with myself. Anytime there's an adaptation of any kind, I'm always trying to understand what the difference is and why there is a difference, if there is a difference, and all that good stuff. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's if you go into it expecting a true adaptation, you're
Yeah.
gonna be disappointed. You're gonna
Right.
think it's terrible and you're
Yeah.
not gonna enjoy it. But if you go
Yeah.
in expecting a fresh perspective on a classic tale,
Yeah.
I think you'd find something to like about it. Oh my god, and it was beautifully shot. Like one of the most beautifully arresting films of this year so far, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
very beautiful visually. I saw someone describe her as a music video director, and I was like, yeah, she has like
Okay.
music video visuals.
We should bring that back to like music videos having an actual, you know,
Yes.
it made music so interesting.
I have a friend. We work full time together at my daytime job, but he does freelance for music videos. Like he's a
Mm-hmm.
photographer, and like that's what
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to do. Like his
Yeah.
passion is to bring back the artistry of it.
Literally. Some of my favorite songs are my favorite songs because of the music videos.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's
Mhm.
okay, that's interesting. I was debating, I finally have time on Tuesday.
Mm,
So I was like, I should just go to the theater, catch a
mm.
showing of whatever, and it'll be cheap and like just relax. So maybe I'll go see it.
Just do it. What does Nike say? Just do it.
Wait, oh my, that's okay. Why was I talking to one of the actors in the play
Mhm.
I'm in? And I forget what I was saying. And I was like, I should just do it. He was like, just do. And I
Oh,
was like, oh, okay.
okay,
That's a good.
okay.
I forgot what we were talking about, but he was like, just do.
Just do. That's a good little
Yeah.
philosophy. I like that.
Yeah.
Just do. I mean, because yeah, that's really all. I mean, let's. I feel like we as people tend to like make excuses for ourselves. Like I was
Yes.
talking to a friend,
Yeah.
and she was telling me how one of her old friends slash coworkers started her own small business, and then just in the past 2 months up and decided to move to France, got a business license so she can move her business to France. And my friend was like saying how she wanted to do this, and then immediately started listing all the reasons why she couldn't do it or why it would be hard. And I'm like, why are we shutting ourselves down before we even
Before,
start to get there?
yes,
You know?
exactly. Exactly. Like, just go
Just
for
do.
it. you're going to encounter obstacles either way, and you
Mm-hmm.
can then decide if you want to overcome that obstacle or not. But
You're never gonna know if you don't do. I love that. Just do.
just do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was Wuthering
Good to
Heights.
know.
I saw it twice. I love seeing movies in theaters multiple times. Like I think that's
Yes.
my new thing of just like going when I find a movie that I really like.
Yeah.
Um, and it was nice going into it and like kind of pointing out all the different connections that I maybe missed the first viewing,
Yes.
and like in seeing like maybe a little bit deeper meaning than I picked up the first
Yep.
time. So that
Yeah.
was really cool.
That's the benefit of watching something more than once,
Mm-hmm.
is that you discover more of a character or a line that you may have missed.
Yes.
You know, the
Oh,
first, yeah.
yes. Yes. I
Hmm.
love like seeing the lines that I missed and being like, wait a second, I didn't. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. So if you do go see it, let me know. I'm so curious because you have read the book and I know you said you did
I
enjoy the
might.
book.
That was my book way back when. I
Yeah.
don't know why, because I don't remember particularly. I would never say it was my favorite book, but I reread that book a lot when I was younger.
I could understand why, just based on the general premise that I've picked up on. It's a very like traditional gothic, like
Yeah.
very gothic romance, very dark. So it's like there's a ghost in it. Like the
Mhm.
ghost doesn't come up in the movie, but like there's a lot of ghost references in the movie
Right.
that I enjoyed.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
because I know that was a big complaint that a lot of the book faithful
They
book
wanted
readers,
that.
they were like, why was there no ghost? But again, I don't think there was supposed to be a ghost, but they reference ghosts, they reference hauntings, and then in like one of the very final shots of the movie, you're seeing, I mean, is it a spoiler if everybody knows the classical story, but you're seeing somebody's dead
Mhm.
body and they
Yeah.
literally look like a ghost. Like it's like, and then he says like come back. It's the allegory of ghosts and like ghost haunting. It's like not a
Yes.
literal ghost, but like there's still the presence of a ghost, which I thought was really well done
Great.
as well.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
that that aspect was at least included. Because I
Yeah,
do
but you
think
have
that,
to feed
yeah,
into it. Yeah.
maybe I will go see that. Okay.
Yeah. But and I cut you off. You said you think that the what about the ghost?
That I think you're right. That was probably one of the main things that I was attached to with the book.
Oh,
I wish I could remember why I like the book, but I don't.
when's
I'm sorry.
the last time you read it?
It's probably been like 15 years,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
something
yeah.
like that, at least. I think I was in middle school mainly
Oh,
when I was reading. Yeah, it was very strange.
that's a heavy
I
book
don't
for a
know.
13-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but yeah. I just remember carrying it around.
Yeah, and just like it was your book. It was like maybe like
Yeah.
an emotional comfort book. Had a bunch of those
And
growing up.
then I went to Twilight. So how did we get there?
Well, no, it kind of makes sense though, right? Like it kind of
Also,
makes sense.
Bella specifically liked that book too. And I remember that was one thing. I was like, oh my gosh, the main character, like
Um,
this is mentioned a lot. Okay.
it's almost like I have this connection to Twilight now. Yeah.
Also, Bella Swan was born in September. I think we're a couple of days apart. She was the 13th. I'm the 7th. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. You're
Yeah.
both Virgos.
Wait, hold on, wait a second though. I'm not gonna say it again for like the rest of the week, but Bella Swan was born on the September the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, Tupac died on the 13th. He was shot on the 7th.
Actually,
I'm not gonna say it again though. I'm not. Like every
that's
time
actually
September comes up, I have to say,
one day you're gonna have like a Tupac themed birthday party, and then like it's gonna be like a low key like memorial service, but like it's also gonna be a birthday celebration. Is
yes.
that gonna be fucked up? But like, well, no, because I think there's like
No,
so
a
like the
celebration of
movie was
life.
celebrating his life, right? Like his
Yes.
legacy. Yeah.
And like we could watch his movies or something. I don't
Yes, yes, and like the soundtrack could be like his albums and his features or
know.
his album.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Have
so
all his poetry on the wall. That's what I should put up here, all of his poetry. Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
I don't know how we get there. I'm sorry.
Wuthering Heights. It all started with Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, but that's good to know.
But so yeah, like let me know if you go see it. Let me know your thoughts. Again, you might still watch it and still feel the same way of just like I prefer how I felt about the book, the original story. But I think there's really something here to enjoy if you give yourself a chance to enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and the acting really is phenomenal. Like there
I'm
were
kind
several
of,
actors that were just blew it out of the
yeah.
water. Yeah, like the little boy
Okay.
from Adolescence. I've never watched it, but
Yeah.
people won't stop talking about it.
Yeah.
And I know he was like really like
Mm-hmm.
critically acclaimed for that role, and
Mm-hmm.
he's in it, and he did a really good job. So,
Yeah. That's good. I love watching young actors, like
mm-hmm. Him
kids.
and the little girl, yeah, they were both like so tea.
I love that for them.
Yeah,
Imagine getting your talent recognized that early. That's fantastic.
I was thinking that I'm like, what does that even feel like? Because it's like that just that's what you're meant to do. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, if I go see it, I'll go see it on Tuesday,
That's a good self-care day.
like in the morning or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice early showing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not all I watched this week. I
What
did go
else?
see this funny little thing called You Can't Take It With You.
Yeah.
Some of you may know our very own T Rich was in it.
Yeah, it was Reba. I
Mm-hmm.
was. Oh gosh.
You have what, two more shows? Three more shows? Two more shows.
Two more shows, maybe one, because I don't know what time it's supposed to start snowing, but everyone's kind of
Oh,
concerned now. I thought it wasn't going to start until Sunday night, like the
that's
evening. And we
what
have
my
a matinee
mom
show.
said.
So, like,
Yeah. Like overnight is what I thought
that's
it
what
was
I
supposed to
thought.
be.
But now they're concerned. They're like, we might not have our cast like party afterwards because we
Oh,
don't want to get snowed in somewhere.
right.
I wasn't going. I
Oh.
not listen, listen. For some reason, my anxiety has been on high, so I don't even I can't do a lot of the like the
Out.
gathering, the extracurricular stuff because I feel like shows are already um in
Uh,
certain ways like yeah, there's a lot
Scented.
of energy.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to deal with. But yeah, so we'll see. So potentially tonight, potentially might be the last show. I doubt it, but
Hopefully not. Hopefully,
I would
especially because your Sunday matinee was sold out.
yeah, that was sold out, I think like a
As soon
month
as tickets
ago.
went on
Yeah.
sale. Like, I remember checking and I was like, oh, somebody, they all agreed to that day.
Hot take, I think that there should be more matinee showings than evening showings for all shows, except for like Broadway, because Broadway, it's like everyone goes to Broadway. But like community theater, people getting off work and stuff. And if the show is a longer show,
It's hard
that's a
to find
long
the
day.
energy to sit
Yes,
there. Yeah.
I think there should be matinees on Sunday and Saturday, and then maybe you'll have an evening showing on one of those days as well.
I would
But
think a Saturday. Like to me, like the perfect setup is like a matinee on Saturday, an evening showing on Saturday, a matinee on Sunday, you
yeah,
know, and
I
like
think
that's like
that's what the last one I did was like.
mm-hmm.
And it
Yeah.
was nice because it got more people out. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like the evening showings, I think sometimes it's a lot for the actor. So I can only imagine someone showing up that doesn't have a personal connection, like there's no one that they know in the play,
Mm-hmm.
getting them out to see it. It's like, ooh, it's a
And
long
you want me to
night.
go where at 8 o'clock on a Saturday, and they won't be
Yeah.
done until 10, maybe 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got home at 11
Yeah.
last night, which is fine. That's, it's chill.
It's a long
Usually,
day.
can I tell you something? I am one of the first people to get changed, and I'm out of there. I'm gone every night so far.
I noticed you disappeared quick and you came back changed quick. And I
Oh,
said, oh, she
period.
was
Like
on it. Like,
every night, I'm like, because this particular theater, they do a thing where the actors like line up and then the audience comes out and greets.
yeah,
Like
yeah, I looked for you.
that made like, oh, that's not for me. So me and the guy that plays my boyfriend, we're
Yeah,
all
no, you.
like running down the steps to get you. But he has a long drive though, so I get it.
Where does he come from again?
Somewhere in Delaware, I don't know.
Okay, that's right, Delaware. Oh, yeah, terrible. Oh my God, in Phoenixville? Yeah, that's a long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like I want to go. I'll stop and talk with people, but sometimes it's like nerve-wracking to stand there and like, I don't know.
Yeah, because you have all these people in your face, and they're just like, okay, as someone who has social anxiety, it is
Yeah.
anxiety inducing just walking out into like the actors and like seeing all like your castmates and whatnot. I was like, who
Yeah.
do I talk to? Do they, some of them don't look like they want to talk? Like, what is going
Yes.
on? And
That's
then it's like, so I can't imagine being on the other side of that and then seeing all these audience people, and they're like, some of them just want to go, and like, you're like, are they saying
yeah.
hi?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like awkward. So I'm like, oh, I'll just go.
avoid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll smile when I leave.
Exactly,
Like, bye
exactly.
now.
Do everything as you're going out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was funny. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really good. It was so okay. And then also, I did want to read to you because I overheard after I think the first intermission, someone
Okay.
was walking back to his seat, and he said verbatim, "The first act I couldn't get into. The second
Yeah.
act was great.
Yeah.
Great.
I
Loved it."
agree. I agree because with this play, it's about a kooky family basically that the daughter falls in love with a guy that is from a very straight-laced family.
Very
So that's
structured.
where the conflict comes when they meet each other. That's the chaos. So the first act is like it's about the family, their family life, and it's
Yeah.
kind of mundane. And also at first when you're meeting these characters, it's kind of weird. So
Because
you're
you don't
like,
understand, like they
you
don't
don't get it.
introduce what's happening from the top. Like you kind of get the
Yes.
pieces throughout the
You get the
story, like
piece.
as
Yeah.
the act goes on, and you're like, oh, they're zany,
And then
but
you
it's
get like the love story. But then the
mm-hmm.
second act, that's my favorite. That's when the chaos comes. That's when the families meet and there's a clash of personalities and morals and all types of stuff. And then, some interesting stuff. That's my favorite act, the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. I you know what it is though. I think it might also be personal taste because I like that kind of like mundane stuff. I love just like watching. Yeah, like that's like I like seeing, I don't know, just people like living their life because I love
Okay.
seeing like other like so like I didn't mind that aspect, but then
Yeah.
also or at the second act definitely is where it like picked up and like you really like understood what the conflict of the story was.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, so there's one part I thought was going to be more impactful was like the tax man coming for him for the
Oh,
main.
interesting.
I
Yeah.
thought that was going to be a bigger storyline than it was, but it ended up. I thought that was going to be the storyline, but it ended up
Right.
being the love story. That was the storyline.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because also, by the way, it took me a while to figure out that the head of this family is committing fraud. So I didn't realize that until I was like, what the heck? Like they gave his name to someone that died so he doesn't have to pay taxes anymore. Like this whole family is insane.
Insane, and but really fun. It was really really
Hilarious.
fun.
And it's really funny how we always laugh now about how so my character's boyfriend, Donald, he doesn't actually live there and he also does not work. So why is
He just
Donald
hangs out.
there?
And I was trying to figure that out, and I'm like, no one's explaining how he came to be.
He's just there. And then the funniest thing is when the daughter, Alice, gets upset and angry, she always calls out Donald. She'll be like, this family this, and Donald. And we're always like, why is she so upset with
With
Donald?
Donald, like what did Donald do? I know, I definitely noticed that when I was watching. It was like one of her like last speeches when she like really
Yeah.
like emphasized his name, and I'm like, oh, she's got beef with Donald. What did
Hilarious.
he do? But then
Hilarious.
also his role was never defined, so like I get it. Like he's some guy that just hangs around.
He just hangs around. Yeah. Yeah. So that's yeah, it's been interesting.
Yeah, it was really fun. I think it definitely an ensemble cast. You did say it was, but like seeing that many people on stage at once was a little like my heart was like, oh, that's busy. How are they like keeping track of themselves?
That was that second act when I think everyone but two characters are on stage. We rehearsed that, the blocking, but not even the lines, the
Mm-hmm.
blocking of that
Mm-hmm.
scene so much that it started to really piss me off. But I understand why it needed to happen.
Yeah.
But it was so painful because blocking to me is painful either way because it changes depending on like if the director thinks something is working or not.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like when you start introducing more and more characters on stage, now it becomes a job. It is a job, but now it's a job to make sure that you are seen or that you're in the right place or that when I go to move and run to Donald, I do it in time so that grandpa can move around to do what he has to do, but I have to make sure I'm on time because if I'm not on time, I'll get stuck over here and I'm supposed to exit. Like that was so painful.
Literally a choreographed dance. It really has to be that precise.
Yeah.
Especially because you guys were working in such a small space.
Yeah,
It
it
was
sweet.
very like the theater was the stage was the floor. Like that's like as the audience, like we were sitting like here and like the actors were like right here, like right in front of us. Like it's
Yeah.
very, very intimate setting. So like you really have to be on your P's and Q's for that.
Yeah.
But you guys pulled it off. It looked chaotic, but it looked like organized chaos.
Yeah, that's what our director wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the timing of those lines and everything, and then the fireworks going off while we're supposed to be screaming, and then there's smoke and there's all types of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was really fun. Wait, so I wanted to ask because I was curious the whole time I was thinking,
Hmm.
how was the audience reaction? Were we laughing in places where we were expected to laugh? Were there unexpected places that we laughed?
In my personal opinion, that wasn't one of the best audiences that we've had in terms of laughter, in my opinion. There
Okay.
were two other nights where the first night they laughed at everything, but I think that was because that was a lot of like the regulars that they come to
Mm-hmm.
the theater a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
then I want to say it was the second Friday night, so the second weekend. They had loud laughs. Like when they were laughing, it filled the whole room. We would have to pause to
Oh,
say our next
wow.
line. So
Oh,
that audience was cool. It was cool. I think
yeah.
there was some things that were missed as far as like we would usually get laughs, and it felt like hesitant.
There were definitely a couple times where I would chuckle, but I
Yeah.
could feel like the joke going over a lot of people's heads. Or there
Yeah.
were times when I wouldn't realize it was a joke until like we're already on to like the next joke, next scene, and I'm like my brain is still connecting the dots, and I feel like a lot of people in the audience kind of had a similar.
There were several times when people were laughing and we were like, what are they, what's funny about that line? I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird audience.
Yeah, but it
A
was like
good,
it was
but weird.
the way that you guys would like pause and like say things sometimes, and then there were also like some of the jokes like
Yeah.
there was one joke that did feel a little awkward, and it was the Civil War joke, very in the very very beginning
Yeah.
when they were
Wait,
talking
when
about the war and they were talking about the Russian war.
and
And
Donald was like, "Oh, and freeing the slaves?" And
yeah,
he was like, "No."
the
Yeah.
Civil War, and it took and it felt I that one I felt people like that was a clear joke, and I
Yeah.
felt people didn't pick up on the joke.
Usually people laugh at that.
Yeah, no, silent. It was silent.
Yeah.
I noticed, and I was like, no one notice or realize that was a joke.
You know what though? It's interesting though, because I haven't gotten laughs on one of my lines until last night, which was when I said like I have corns, like I can't dance, I can't get up on my toes because I got corns. That was the first time like everyone laughed at that. And I was like, okay, so maybe they're cool.
No, yeah. That one, I'm surprised because that was pretty funny. That was a funny. I thought that was a quick joke.
I think sometimes people just are not sure if they should laugh at stuff.
Mm,
And so which I mean, that sucks for them because they're not experiencing it fully. But
yeah,
the whole play is like it's so outrageously
it's
goofy
ridiculous. It's
that
ridiculous.
you're supposed to laugh at everything.
I mean, I really am obsessed with the fact the mom character of
Yeah.
this crazy family. She,
Yeah.
they said she started writing plays. She's been writing plays for 8 years. Has only been writing plays for 8 years, and she
Yep.
only started because somebody dropped off a typewriter at the
Yep.
young address. And I died
Yep.
laughing, and I was like, that is the clearest example of what kind of family this is.
And Homegirl, she has not finished a play yet. 8 years in, she's still
Hasn't has
jumping from play to
about
play.
5 or 6 impending, and yep, I loved it. The actress, the drunk actress, oh, she knocked it out of the park, and I wish I saw that before we did the assignment in class this week, because this was our audition week, and we did a drunk audition, so we were supposed
Wait,
to
I
play
didn't know it was
2 roles.
drunk. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was drunk. Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God.
we were supposed to do it was one script, and he wanted us to do both roles. So we did one take where we were a regular, like just like normal tipsy drunk person, and one
Uh-huh.
where we were like sloppily drunk. Um, and my sloppy drunk ended up being a lot more theatrical. In watching
Uh-huh.
her, I was like, oh, my sloppy drunk would make sense for the stage, not so much film and TV. My regular
Interesting.
drunk was fine, but
Right.
it was like it was really nice seeing how she did that. And then, funny enough, when I came home last night, I put on a
Mhm.
TV show, Tell Me Lies. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
So good. If you have a
Yeah.
chance to watch it, I
I
do
haven't seen it.
recommend
Yeah,
it.
but
But funny enough, there was a drunk scene in that,
okay.
and that was also sloppy drunk, and I
Uh-huh.
noticed that difference of, oh, that's what sloppy drunk looks like on screen versus what the actress in your play did on
Yeah.
stage. Anyway, I say that to say she killed it and knocked it out of the park. I fucking loved her character.
She gets the loudest applause every night because she
Yeah.
eats it. She's only in a couple scenes and
She
she
owns that.
kills it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
her
no, she's amazing.
presence, her commitment, her
Hmm.
like her just like going with whatever's happening, because like there's a good portion where she's just like knocked out on a couch because she's
Yeah.
so drunk, and but like
Yeah.
her just like staying in that moment throughout
Yeah.
the entire scene, like I really applaud her.
That I feel like that has to be one of the hardest things in
Mm.
the play because there have been moments where depending on because does she like fall on the couch? Because I haven't seen her do it.
Yes,
I'm backstage.
she commits. So,
So
oh, I wish I had something. So here's the couch.
yeah.
Here are her like knees.
Uh-huh.
She tips over onto the couch.
And
It's
just
so hilarious. Yes.
here's the thing with that. Sometimes if she falls like too hard or something and she moves the couch, sometimes the couch ends up falling in front of the door to the basement.
Yes.
And there
Yeah.
have been times when, because there's a character that enters
Mm-hmm.
shortly after that, he has to like push the door open and they just got to go with it. Like that's what it is.
And
And
that's so
then,
funny. And like there was a moment when he had to do that, so he didn't have to like, if he was going back into the basement and she was
uh-huh,
just a little bit in front of it, and all
uh-huh.
he did was pop his hip and shove it to the side, and I said,
Because
that's
it's happened
class
so many
act.
times. It's
Yes.
like, yes. I've come out because I come out a couple of times and walk past that couch, and sometimes the couch is like a foot away from the wall. And I'm like, what?
So fun.
It's fabulous. She kills it every night. And
Yeah.
the interesting thing about her scene is that there were a couple of blocking and stage directions that we kind of just came up with on our own because like Donald to set the scene, it's this drunk actress that the mom is trying to pitch a play for. Clearly, they're both out of their league. Like this is not going to work. We all know this.
So unserious.
But she's pitching the play to her, and Donald is standing there, like this is after they've eaten dinner. So he has dirty dishes. And there's a moment where he takes like what's it called? The shaker, the
Oh,
mixer.
the little martini
He
or
takes that
cocktail
from
shaker.
her. And
Yeah.
I don't think that's in the script. They just kind of like, because he was supposed to just stand there the whole time, basically. So
Oh,
he
okay.
took that from her, and then I come out and take the whatever plates and stuff, and then slam the doors.
Those when T said those were some heavy ass doors, they're terrifying. Those are scary doors.
They installed the shit out of those doors in the best way possible. They used to be worse. They were much quicker with it had
Mm.
less give on the spring. So it was like
And it's so aggressive. Like
they
it's
had
so
to loosen
aggressively
it.
loud. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it works though, specifically for that scene when I storm off and I just kind of let the doors
Yeah.
close
That
in his
was funny
face.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that scene.
So yeah, yeah.
That was good. And you of course killed it. I loved it. And I love the accent that you put on. That was fun.
Thank you. I'm not quite sure what it is. Not
It's
quite
like
sure. Because it can't be Southern because we're not
in the
the
South,
South.
but it's also, I mean, it's kind of reminiscent of what how Black female characters were portrayed in the 30s.
Yeah.
Just like kind of like that standard, almost like our version of the transatlantic accent.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm. So yeah, and the real food, me having to carry out that food, let me tell you something. We switched out. It was Spam that I was carrying out, and the Spam stunk so bad. It smelled like cat food. And we
Mm.
were reusing the same Spam for the first weekend, all 3 nights or 2 nights, whatever it was. And I was like,
Mm-mm.
guys, it's starting to look slimy. Like in a week, it's gonna. So they finally got bologna. And
That's
that's
better.
why when the scene closes, Ed goes, "Is that the meat?" That also was not a line that he made that up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so good. It's such a perfect button on that scene because he says it right as the lights are going down, like and
Yes.
changing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. I love little moments like that.
He's good. He's so good at that.
Yeah.
That actor, he's amazing because he even said to me before last night that he wanted to try something where he took a moment before he reacted to something I said about I was listing the menu and it killed. Everyone laughed at that moment. And he wasn't doing that before, but he's very good at finding different moments and different lines and different like when he would play the xylophone. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's times when he plays a little tune and it wasn't in the script necessarily, but
Oh, like he was just doing it to like add life to the scene.
he kills it
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, no, he was really, really good. I really liked his performance.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was, yeah, he was good. I mean, the whole cast was really good. Pretty
Yeah.
talented folks.
Essie getting a workout, dancing everywhere she goes.
Poor thing. Oh my goodness, the one scene when she was just like jumping up in the air, waiting for the instructor to tell her
Yep.
because she's a ballet dancer. She's been practicing ballet for 8 years and has not improved at all. Horrible dancer. But she
Terrible.
has this coach who keeps encouraging her, refuses to tell her the truth. So he comes over and he's like freaking out. So he tells her to do something and then wanders off, and she's just jumping in the air for like 2 minutes
Mhm.
consistently. How she did that, God bless her. God bless
Every
her.
night she's amazing too. And she has a quick change where she
Yeah.
has to like go off. She has to run downstairs, come back in her tights and stuff. And she's got
Mm-hmm.
layers of stuff, ballet,
The tulle
all it.
and
Yeah.
the tights and the
Hmm.
leotards, and she killed it.
I was like, girl, you make it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
So
was fun.
that was it's been fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Bittersweet to come to an end, but you've put in a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some wine.
Celebrate proper.
Yeah, especially if it's gonna snow and I don't have to work on Monday.
Because I remember because when I was watching this week's episode that just came out,
Mhm.
and you had mentioned you had forgotten to get anything, so you were like really like for that snowstorm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really would like I haven't had wine in a while
Yeah.
because I just really I haven't had to. I've gotten to the point in life where I have to schedule even having wine because if I have something to do the next morning, obviously I'm not gonna drink.
Right.
But and then I've had rehearsal, then I've had shows, so it's like hasn't been wise necessarily. So I'm gonna have a nice little day.
Yeah.
Just
Enjoy it. You don't have
just
anything to do, no responsibilities, just enjoy it.
at least for a couple days, then
Oh.
hop back into character for something else. But yeah. So
Wait, so
yeah,
you mentioned you had questions, like you wanted to.
I do. Okay, has okay. I'm gonna stop. Here's the thing.
I don't know.
No, because you know what though? We'll have to talk about this more off screen. There's something wrong with me. There's like, let me just
Okay.
ask the question. Let me ask the question and then we'll talk. Like we'll have a separate conversation. But so the question I was thinking about, has a co-star ever made you fall in love with the character?
Oh, with the character.
With the because sometimes I go into projects indifferent to the other character, especially if I don't necessarily interact with them that often. Like
Hmm.
there's so many characters in this play that I don't really have conversations with,
Right.
but seeing them night after night, and comparing what the words say versus their performance, I'm like, oh, I might be a fan of them. I might actually, okay, I kind of agree with what they're saying and why they're saying it. I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Have I felt a connection? Not really. I think because I tend to be very self-centered, so I focus on my character and like how I'm interpreting the character. So I don't really, at least not yet. I haven't been in anything long enough or done anything
Mhm.
long enough. Now, like granted, if I did like a longer term project, I could definitely see that happening. Because you want to know
Mhm.
what that makes me think of you saying that.
Mhm.
Speaking of Wuthering Heights, I did see an
Mhm.
interview with Margot Robbie, just kind of
Mhm.
explaining her relationship to the other characters and how
Yeah.
intense it got because it is such an emotional film. And so, like, I could definitely see just, I mean, and honestly, the body forgets. Like, the body doesn't know that what we're doing is fake. So when we're consistently like putting ourselves in these scenarios and having these conversations and like having ourselves feel these feelings for these characters,
Mhm.
there's going to be some transference that happens. It's inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. Because that's never happened to me during class, I don't think. Where
Hmm.
I've like where I stand the character now. Like I stand that character because of the performance that the actor gave me, but that's just because you don't have enough time to kind of stick with it.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the true key there is the time that you spend.
And like I feel like I can see like especially for plays because of how intensely you're working on it. Like acting again, sometimes you're only on set for 3 days, so you're only
Yeah.
interacting with those people. Yeah, they're long days, but like it's not. But like
Yeah.
plays, you're doing that for weeks on end, months even.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't have a favorite character at first. And now I feel like I have a favorite character and a favorite actor.
Hmm. Who's who?
And
Wait, do you mind sharing who's who?
my favorite character, let me see if I get this backwards. I feel like it's Colin Cough. He's hilarious. I think he is and what he has done with that character, the actor,
Yeah, he's really fun. Was
he's
the bow
explosive.
is
Huh?
is the bow like him bowing? So that character
Yeah.
Colin, what's his
Colin
name?
Cough.
He's a Russian, and he's a Russian elite. He's a refugee from the Russian whatever was happening in the 1900s. I can't remember. And so his character, he has this thick Russian accent, and every time
Yep.
he greets someone, he does this elaborate bow, and I love it. And he commits to it every single time.
Oh, he's committed. And he has this booming voice. And when you talk to
Mm-hmm.
him, like as himself, not as the
Mm-hmm.
character, very soft spoken and very
Really?
like he's a very nice guy. And then he comes on and he's like this big, huge personality. It fills
Big.
out the whole
Yeah.
theater. It's like, and of course, my character actually like really enjoys Colin Cough.
Yeah.
Out
Yeah.
of
You guys have a
everyone,
great relationship. Yeah. It's really sweet.
Yeah, I've kind of interpreted as like I actually do like Colin Cough. The whole family, whatever, they're insane. Like, what are you gonna do?
You
Like,
know?
you know. But yeah, that. Yeah, that's my favorite character. Um, I think my favorite actor is the guy that plays Ed,
Yeah.
just because I've witnessed the moments where he just comes up with something different.
Yeah.
And it's really inspiring to watch him work. And I think it's given me a lot of lessons about to conversations we've had before about giving yourself permission to try whatever and be goofy and be outrageous so that when you finally bring it together, the final performance, it's spectacular.
It's
Because
right. It's
you've
where you want it to
gone
be.
here and there during rehearsal. You've tried this way, you've tried this way, you've kind of gone everywhere. And
Yeah.
now you've gotten this tight grasp on your character for sure. He's also really funny backstage.
I was gonna say because he has the energy of a comedian. Is he in comedy or improv or
Wait,
something?
okay, I think he's mentioned. I meant to say something to you because I think I heard him one night mention him doing stand up,
Hmm.
but I'll have to ask him again.
There's just something about him, and then you saying that like he's really good at finding those moments where he can add a little button that makes it like something that was already designed to be funny
Yep.
even funnier. Like that to me tells me like he has a skill in that. Like he's
And his specifically with him, it's his reactions to
mm-hmm.
other characters. It's like he gets the laughs every night.
Yeah.
Every night for stuff that he's kind of like added to.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's that for sure. He's hilarious. There was this one night though, I still wake up thinking about this and I cry laughing because it was the funniest thing I've ever experienced in my life. So there's a speech that they do before the show, and I
Mhm.
think it's pre-recorded. I don't know if he's like actually saying that live, but it's like a pre-recorded like parking speech or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And one night, the sound effect for the firework went off in the middle of the speech, and the speech just stopped. So it sounded like he got shot. And we were backstage. I was crying. I could not control myself. And we were back there laughing. What is happening? And then we had to go on. Like, and if you,
Mhm.
it was so funny because like we weren't supposed to be laughing and everything. And then I had to go on. So it was insane. But yeah.
And those moments I think are what make theater theater, and like just because it's so unpredictable in that way of like that happening, and that like kind of like I guarantee you guys probably had a different energy that night just because that's how you
Just
started at
because
the
of
top,
that.
right?
Yes. Also, that same sound effect did not go off last night when you guys were there. It was supposed to go off
I
at
was
the
waiting
beginning.
for it. I was literally waiting for it, and every time like the father like lit his
Yeah.
fire, I was like, "Oh, is this it?" And then no.
Yeah. That was also the one where they originally intended to do an actual firework, like a small one. And they did it twice. And I thought I got shot. And I wasn't even in the room. I was on the side and I'm just looking, I'm like, oh, what are they doing? And they were practicing. Wasn't during the show. It was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
run through. And I think we were still doing Tech Week. And he lit that thing and there was a delay. So I was like, oh, that's not bad. And it was like, boom, I'm sick.
No, legitimately.
And then they were like, we can't do it. And I was like, oh, because it's so loud. And they were like, no, because it throws off paper that is burning. And I
So
was
the people will
like,
catch on fire. Oh my god. I walking into that theater and I was sitting there and I thought about that too. And I thought about you because I remember you telling me that they initially wanted to do a real firework. And I was looking at that set like, how the fuck did they want to do a real firework in here?
and then you could smell it for like
The
minutes
remainder of the show,
afterwards.
I feel like yeah, like it's just like lingering and like I it was very bold and I would love I'm sure in a bigger space that's
Yeah.
achievable.
Yeah.
But for what you guys were working with,
You were
it was an
super
accident
close.
waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's super close. So what was supposed to happen was he lights the match and then the sound effect goes off and it's like a
Oh,
big, but it didn't, it kind of was off. We were kind of off last night, actually.
interesting.
There were a
It
few
didn't feel
moments.
it.
That's great to hear.
It didn't feel it. Anything that was like stumbly
Yeah,
lent itself to the play because
that's
you
true.
know, and that's what the benefit of doing such a ridiculous story is like anything like that quirky that happens.
Anything.
As long as the actors don't break and lean into it, like you could
Yeah.
just say it was a part of it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So thank goodness for that. So we'll see what happens tonight and tomorrow.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of our friends to go see it and give their
Yeah.
feedback.
I'm excited to see. I'm gonna get a picture in front of the door in costume. I've been wanting to do that. And I'm like, I need to do it before we rip down the set. And I'll get a picture with
Mm-hmm.
Donald, my
Yeah.
boyfriend. Yeah. He's
Fun,
great.
fun, fun, fun.
By the way, he's really good.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. And
Yeah.
he's funny too. He was finding some funny moments too.
By the
Mm-hmm.
way, it's him, Gaye, the drunk woman, and
Mm-hmm.
Ed, they get laughs consistently. Because I
Yeah.
think with them though, it's a lot of physical comedy and
Mm-hmm.
people will laugh at physical stuff because he's always running across the stage or like,
He's always when he the last time the scene
yep,
because there's a scene when they're trying to like set up a last minute dinner, so he's running out
yep,
to like grab the food and he
yep.
forgot something, so he is like he's running out again, and all you see they're in the middle of this conversation,
He
and all
just,
you see is him burst through those doors, run across the stage,
yep,
and out the front door, and
uh-huh,
that was good.
yep, yeah. So he has definitely a lot of moments that
Yeah,
are great. But yeah, and also Grandpa. He kind of holds all of it together.
he is the glue. He has the
He's
clue.
he was really good too. He was the first one of us, I think, that was completely off book.
Mm.
Like, and I'm talking like week two. Like,
He locked in.
yeah. So yeah, that I mean
It
it's a
was
great
good. It was
experience.
fun. I'm glad you ended up doing it. And I hope you feel the same, but I know I am. I'm glad I got to see it. I think it was
I'm glad you
a
came.
really fun story. I definitely
Mhm.
understand like what you meant in that like it at first you kind of don't get it, but if you let yourself like be open to it, it does come
Yes.
together in a way that's really nice and really fun.
Yes. I did not understand that play. Not like comprehend it. I could comprehend what was going on, but I didn't understand why it was a classic and why people still to this day, like there are certain people that they know what that play is. When you hear it, they light up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it took the right actors to bring it to life for me. And then I
Yeah.
finally started watching clips of the movie.
Oh, wait, it's a movie too?
There's a few like adaptations, I think,
Oh,
but
I didn't know that.
listen, the favorite clip, if you look up nothing else, you have to look up the clip where I think it's the same dinner scene where everything is kind of chaotic and the camera pans over and Donald is in the kitchen and he's like, what's it called? Like a hitch kick where you kind of, he's like dancing like and kicking
Oh,
for no reason.
okay.
It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Okay.
Because it's like, again, why is Donald here?
Yeah,
Who's
yeah, again, who
here?
whose man's is this?
And now he's just dancing in the kitchen, like
He just
it's really
comes over and hangs out with the family.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, very chaotic play. So
Yeah, but good. It was good.
yeah. I'm glad you came to see it.
Yeah.
Did you see all of the animals on that stage?
That nine-tailed fox thing, mink thing, whatever it was disgusting. It was horrifying.
The worst part of it is seeing the legs
Mm.
dangle like on the and it's a few legs, okay? Because it's a few of those things like wrapped around her.
You want to know what got me? It,
What?
it was the so for context, it's the because I don't remember. Did we talk about this last week? Maybe, possibly.
I don't think so.
I don't. But it's a scarf and it's like whole animals. It's a real
Yeah.
animal fur. And
Yeah.
these little like my mom thought they were minks or something,
Yeah.
but they have their feet attached, nose
Yep.
attached, eyes, ears,
Yep.
whole thing. And it's
Yep.
like four of them attached together. And the one that got me was the
Hmm.
one that was hanging on by they were connected
Yep.
by the nose. And
Yep.
so you
Right
just
in the
have this
front.
whole body dangling
Yep.
connected to the nose of another one. And I was like, that is disgusting. That
Yep.
is actually disgusting.
No one likes looking at those things.
Mm-mm.
But it's like it goes with the character because it's supposed to be this Russian
Russian
royalty kind of removed from the
Duchess or
family.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's kind of broke down now and
Yeah. But she still has her furs. And plus, like, those kind of furs were popular back then.
yeah, they're gross.
It
They're
was,
gross looking.
yeah.
Sorry, they don't look good.
Like, I was horrified. I was
Yes.
horrified. But yes, lots of fake animals.
Yes.
Snakes. Oh my goodness, the snakes were a fun surprise. I
The
love
snakes, yeah.
them.
Yeah, I forgot about the snakes too when I was talking about all the animals and stuff. I was just floored away by the cats. The cats
The cats were
really
cute.
purr.
The cats were cute.
I'm backstage
I
like cuddling them now because they sit back there for the rest of the show.
I was gonna say I was like expecting them to be out there longer, and then like you took them to the back,
Yeah,
and then that was it.
that's
We
it.
never saw them
Well,
again.
Gabe brings them down the steps when when the police come in and she comes
Oh,
down and she's like singing. She has the cats in her hand, and I think she might have like a bottle or something. And by the way, she does a whole transformation where she like messes up her hair and her makeup so that when she comes down the steps, she looks like she's been like drunk, tossing and turning. She commitment to that was crazy.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Truly, she stole my heart a little bit. I loved her.
I'll have to tell her you said that. She's hilarious too in real life.
Yeah,
She's funny. She's great.
I, you know what? I feel like because the way she just committed to the physical comedy, like you said, of her character, I feel like a very certain personality type can do that, and
Hmm.
so I'm not surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is insane. I think everyone was well casted.
Hmm. I would agree.
That I'll have to say, because They just excellent, excellent
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
Well, that was this
We're sober.
week. Almost. Do you have a favorite performance of the week?
I don't remember. Can you go first?
Um, the thing is, I have a couple, and I was literally
Okay.
sitting here trying to figure out which one to choose.
Tell me both.
So there's a scene in Wuthering Heights when Kathy and Heathcliff are having their first argument. They're still children, and I loved
Mhm.
it the first time I saw it, and I loved it the second time I saw it. It was just so
Mhm.
raw and intense and emotional,
Okay.
and it was like the first time that like they really had a conflict, but it was also the first time that they were really kind of vulnerable with each other in that way, like seeing like the
Okay.
ugly sides of themselves.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought like both child actors, they just blew it out of the water. And like I was saying, the one boy, he's from Adolescence, so like he's already known to be a great actor, and he really did like just body that role. And then the young
Hmm.
girl, I've never seen her before, but I thought she was excellent too. I can't wait to see what kind of actor she becomes if she
Hmm.
continues on.
Hmm. Okay. Those were your two, both of the actors?
So that was the scene, and then so there was so again, Tell Me Lies. I really
Okay.
like the main actress. And this is a situation where I don't know if maybe I'm just identifying with the character a little too
Uh-huh.
much.
Hmm.
But I really think like her performance just in the show in general. Now I'm only on the first season, but I think she's well, let me gather my thoughts. What I
Hmm.
really like about Tell Me Lies
Hmm.
is that they focus a lot on body language. So they'll linger on characters after like something has been said so you can see their reaction. And all the characters do like a great job, but I think she's really good at like her body language. You can see her thoughts, you can see like the thoughts behind what she's about to do. Like there was one scene in the episode I watched last night where this little manipulative woman, she took her boyfriend who does not want to be her boyfriend. Like this man, I don't know what he feels for her, but I don't think it's love.
Okay.
But like she kind of like they kind of lied their way into this relationship because they're both hiding stuff from each other, and he's hiding a lot from her.
Hmm.
Um, but they were in front of his ex-girlfriend, and she purposefully dragged him over there to make out with him in front of his ex-girlfriend. And then when he tried to confront her about it later, she gaslit the fuck out of him, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. How would I even know she was over there? Like, what are you talking about? And like, you could just see, but like the whole time you saw her plotting it. So like, she definitely plotted that shit. Anyway, Tell Me Lies. If you haven't seen it, get into it.
Okay.
It's a drama show. If you like drama, you'll
Yeah,
like,
I do.
you'll like that.
I'm gonna hop back into my drama bag. I think I'm gonna get Netflix again next week. So I have a bunch of
Oh,
series to go
nice.
down the
So
line
this
on.
one is on Hulu. So this might have to wait until if you ever go back to Hulu, or
Alicia.
if you want to, or illegal streaming. I didn't say that, joking.
Okay.
But there are alternative methods.
Well, also honestly, I'm like planning on having Netflix for like a 1 month and then I'm
Okay.
gonna jump to something else.
Okay.
So yeah, but we'll see. I have a bunch of series though that I definitely want to get through and binge. And since I'll have enough time now, I can do that. So
There's
yeah.
also Bridgerton. I think part two is coming out in March,
That's
maybe.
I
Or is it
think it's
March?
coming out next Friday.
Next it is. Yeah. Okay. So
That's
then,
the reason, because that will be the first thing I watch. Then I have a couple things. But
yeah, like him and hers, because I do keep hearing
yes,
about that one,
yeah.
and
And
I'm trying
also
so hard to avoid spoilers.
there's a rumor that someone dies in Bridgerton. There's someone's death is happening because they're like dressed in black or something.
Oh
And there's
no.
there's been a couple of rumors of who it could be because I think they said if they go by history, it'll be King George.
Okay.
But if they go by like the show storyline,
Someone
might be
else.
a couple people.
Hmm. I'm
But
curious because like when I think of like who would they have the balls to kill off, I can't
there's
really
this
think of anyone except for maybe like Lady Danbury. I
she
feel.
might. I've heard rumors about her, but also in the book, spoiler alert, Francesca's husband dies.
Oh, that's oh Michael. I like his
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. So I hope it's not him because I would love to. I actually love him as an actor.
Yeah.
I think he's
I,
fantastic.
I've never seen him in
Wait,
anything before, but I loved him as like that character. Wow.
Okay, so now I have 2 performances of the week.
Okay, let me just fix my, because I just want to slide
Both.
off my bed.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Good now? Okay. Lord Anderson. Have you, please just tell me you've seen like a clip of him. He's bald. He's the love interest now for the mom of the Bridgertons.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Lady Deborah's brother. Yeah.
That little scene, I have not seen the whole season, but I have seen clips of that scene where Violet tells him, I am the tea that you are having.
I've not seen that. Okay, okay. I'll add it to my clip. So I'm gonna look up that one. There's another clip I have to look up, but okay.
There's something about the way that he carries himself. I think there are just natural things that we bring to characters and something about the way that he carries himself. And I also feel this way about some of the actors that I was in a play with or that I'm still in a play with. It's just, wow, that's so attractive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But to your point, yes, there's something when actors like they just have like a natural swagger that they bring to the character, and you're like,
listen, we need to go out for drinks again. Like, when's the last time we drank? And like, anyway, yes, but yes. So Lord Anderson, phenomenal, and I love the way he came on the scene because he came on last season, I think.
Yeah,
Smooth.
yes,
And
I fit right in. I mean, like truly, like swooped in. It was like immediately, yeah.
So, because I remember when people would say swagger, it used to really ick me out. But he's someone that character I feel like has swagger. Like just walking the room, just cool with
and heads turn, yes.
Yeah, so he definitely, but that specific scene.
Okay. And it's when Violet says, I am the tea you're having. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, girl. Yes. And then another thing that I have not seen fully because it hasn't come out yet, I don't think, is Lestat.
The vampire Lestat.
Girl, when they're having the what is it, the divorce mediation thing or something.
Yes.
No, but let me just say, there's not even one moment in that trailer. I think that he embodies that character so well. The way everything, the way he reacts, that's a performance. And
I genuinely cannot picture anyone else playing Louis or Lestat. They are those characters. And like he really like oh my god, I can't remember the actor's name, but he really took that role and like
Sam Reed.
Yes. Love him. Love him. And that scene that you mentioned, the divorce scene, when I tell you I've watched it like a million times. Every time it comes up on my algorithm, I stop and I watch the whole thing.
It's so funny. And you know what's so funny about it? I got so attached to how he plays Lestat like that when they did the little flashback and they showed when he was rehearsing the play with like Armand and all them, I got uncomfortable because I was like, this is not you. What are you doing? Because he was kind of even tempered when he was like, it was weird. I was like, no, where's the unhinged Lestat? You know?
Yes.
And then one thing I'll say though, it's funny because then going back and watching the movie they did with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, I think, so different. They're telling completely different stories.
Completely different characters. I mean, and I think for what it is, I think Tom Cruise still did a great Lestat.
Yeah.
And he met the role, and because I remember hearing that Anne Rice didn't even want him as Lestat. She was mad when they tried to cast him as Lestat.
Really?
And like he had to like convince her like he was the one for the role. And then he ended up bodying it. But like Sam Reed's Lestat,
amazing.
Took it to another level. Like it was already great with like Tom Cruise, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna like make it like this is a real life person. Like, this character.
Yeah. So we'll see how both of those turn out, but fantastic. That's all, folks.
Well, I think this was a successful episode. Job well done, and until next week.
Bye.